In today's Japan House Shares, we're going to make dorayaki from Gunji Sensei's Wagashi cookbook. The dorayaki is perhaps one of the most well-known and popular Japanese sweets. It's made of two small, round, flat cakes resembling pancakes that are traditionally sandwiched together by a sweetened red bean paste called ANKO. It can also be filled with sweetened whipped cream, matcha cream, Nutella, or even peanut butter. Contrary to what you might think, and despite their appearance, the two cakes making up the dorayaki are not exactly pancakes. In fact, their recipe derives from a Portuguese cake called CASTELLA, imported by missionaries in the 16th century, and it has a sponge cake consistency. It's not the same texture as a traditional pancake, nor the same taste. Dorayaki are softer and sweeter than a classic pancake, and no syrup is necessary. Dorayaki is named after the shape of a Japanese bell, DORA, and is appreciated by all Japanese, young and old. It's therefore natural to find them everywhere in Japanese popular culture. And an anime character from the 1980s is Doraemon, a blue cat robot that loves dorayaki. He regularly gets into all sorts of trouble because of his obsession with the round cake. Some dorayaki vendor stands have a drawing or a Doraemon figurine next to their wares. What does Doraemon mean? It also means GONG, a reference to Doraemon's round body. Let's get started. There are two different types of ANKO. TSUBU-AN, which is chunky, and KOSHI-AN, which is a smooth, sweetened red bean paste. They both taste similar, it's just a different texture. Today I will be using KOSHI-AN, which is a favorite in my house. Now let's start making the dorayaki batter. We're going to start with 2 eggs, and we're going to whisk them till they're nice and creamy, and gradually add the sugar. And now that it's all mixed up, we're going to add the syrup. And we're going to dissolve a half teaspoon of baking soda in some water. And then add it to the mixture. I'm going to give it a quick stir. And I've already pre-sifted the cake flour. We're going to add that in. And then we're going to fold it in so that we retain all the bubbles, that air bubbles that are in the batter. It's going to take a few minutes, but okay, now we're going to cover it with plastic wrap and set it aside for about 20 to 30 minutes to let the batter rest before we fry it. Now that the batter has rested for 30 minutes, I added the remaining 20 milliliters of water and mixed it up. And now I'm ready to drop tablespoons full of batter onto the 275-degree griddle. The last one I'm gonna put on here, I'm gonna make oblong shaped so that we can do a different shaped sweet. This one's gonna be more like a taco. Now we let it cook until the bottom gets brown and the bubbles remain on the surface. Now that the bubbles remain on the surface and the edges are a little brown, I believe they're ready to flip. This is typically the tricky part. Oh, beautiful. But when you get it right, it works. Now I'm gonna let these go another 30 seconds and then I'll remove them from the griddle and they'll be ready to fill. Now that these are finished cooking on the second side, I'm gonna remove them to a cooling rack and then we'll fill them. Looks like a pretty nice stack. Now the last step in this process is filling the dorayaki. So you're going to want to wrap each one in plastic wrap so that they stay nice and moist. So I'm going to put the first one down with the pretty side to the bottom. And then I'm going to take the first ball of KOSHI-AN and put it right there in the middle. And then put the lid on top. And then kind of smash it down a little so it's shaped like a, kind of like a saucer, a flying saucer. And then wrap it up. And there, it's finished. Let's do another one. Now I'm going to fill the DORA tacos. While they're still warm. And then they fold a little nicer. There's one. There's another one. So let's try another saucer style one. This time I think I'm gonna use some chocolate hazelnut spread. Let's use a little Nutella on this one. Nutella is sweeter than the red beans, I think. So you might not want to use quite as much. I'm not sure how much that is. I just took a guess at what looks yummy. So there's a Nutella one. And then let's fill one with peanut butter. I have some just regular peanut butter here. We probably could put a little jelly in there too if someone wanted it a little sweeter. But I think just the peanut butter will be good. It'll be nice and creamy. And then I have some homemade lemon curd, which we love here. Let's put that on. I think that'll be good too. Or I would imagine you could just use homemade or store-bought jelly by itself. Kind of like a fruity one. But I think the lemon curd will be delicious. Thank you for watching this demonstration, and I hope you enjoy your sweets. We'll see you in 2 weeks for the next Japan House Shares.